Hi, good morning. My name is Taryn with the New Self YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is all about my weight loss from a Christian perspective as I'm learning how to glorify and honor God with my body. So today I have a day in the life for you guys. Some things we're gonna do today. I'm going to work out. I may do a little bit of shopping. I'm not really sure, honestly. I do need to do the dishes again. So that's what we have in store today. So I hope you guys will like and subscribe. I hope you'll follow along. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at the New Self IG. All right, let's get into the workout. This is the equipment I'm using today. Shower and throw on some clothes. All right, I am ready. I'm not gonna wear any makeup today. It's almost noon, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some roasted, I'll probably do roasted Brussels sprouts and broccoli together because I need to use some. I kind of went ham at the grocery store with the veggies, and I really need to eat them because I'm going out of town again next week. So and then I made some chicken tortilla soup last night and it's so good, so I'm gonna accompany it with the veggies. All right, so I ate lunch. I had my chicken tortilla soup and then I had some Brussels sprouts. I'm still full. It's been almost 2 hours now, and I've just been like chilling on the couch and watching YouTube. So I'm gonna go to Kroger. I put in a Kroger order a couple days ago and I forgot to order Topo Chico. I'm like kind of hooked on it now. So I'm gonna go pick up some Topo Chico. I'll probably go and get a coffee as well. And I don't know what else. I'm thinking about maybe going by the pool today. I'm not gonna go shopping today. I'm gonna go shopping on Friday. So I just really need to do my laundry because I'm going out of town in a week. So I need to do my laundry, figure out what I have and what I need, and yeah. Hi. Hello. got my coffee. I have drank a good portion of it already because I was literally driving around looking for a place I could park my car and not be like stared at by people as I'm recording myself. So here we are in a random parking lot. It's a good time. Oh man, so I did want to tell you guys about something super cool. So I was curious this morning if I could actually see a difference in my before photos versus like today. And so I scrolled through and like looked at my before photo, and then I took a picture today as well, and I could see a difference, and that was so cool. So I've officially lost 12 pounds holistically, and what I mean by holistically is I'm not restricting food. I'm exercising when I can and working on getting that more regular, but I'm also not telling myself you need to work out 6 times a week. I'm just listening to my body and working out as consistently as possible. So seeing that difference was super cool, and I've noticed as well in the way my clothes are fitting. So I figured I would be able to see something, but it was just really nice to see. I'm sure you guys know if you've been there before how just reassuring it is to actually see it. So it's super cool, and I will go ahead and put the side-by-side picture somewhere over here, and hopefully you can see it. You can really just notice it like in the bottom of my stomach. I always lose weight first in my stomach. That's like the first part that just like flattens out, and everything else goes later. And that's totally fine. So that's what I expect, and as I lose more weight, I expect it to go first in my stomach. It'll go first in the lower part of my stomach, and then it'll start flattening out in my ribs. Like, been there, done that. By the way, it's 89 degrees outside, and I turned off my AC because it makes this really awful noise. Like, ready? Prepare yourself. There it is. This humming. It's really not cute. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm really excited just to be sharing this journey in general. This time around, weight loss has looked so different for me in the most refreshing way. I really feel like God is renewing my mind in the way I view weight loss and the way I view healthy eating. Okay, my mom just called and everything shut off. If you're watching this, Mom, shout out to you. But anyway, I'm really truly enjoying the journey, and I'm really glad that you guys are along with me, and I'm so happy you're here. If you haven't pushed subscribe, like, please follow along and enjoy the journey with me and join along. I'd love to hear some of your stories and who you are. I'm super happy that you're here. I've been listening to the For the Gospel podcast. That's Costi Hinn's podcast, if you know who he is. And oh my goodness, my face is getting red because it is getting warm in here. Coffee break. And I've been listening to the episode Over the Sovereignty of God, and it's so good. And yesterday I listened to justification by faith and what that means. And let me tell you, if you guys are looking for just some foundational information about like Christianity, or if you're a Christian and you're wanting to grow and learn more, the For the Gospel podcast is so good and so helpful for that. And if you're not a Christian and you're just wondering like, what is all of this about? Like, why should I even care at all? Again, For the Gospel is a really great resource for that, just to maybe get a better understanding of the Christians you know or who are in your life. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot to the Salvation Army. I don't really have anything planned for today, and I cannot be spending a lot of money. So I figured I'm in the Salvation Army parking lot. I'm gonna finish my coffee. I'm gonna go browse, walk around a little bit, and see if I find anything good. So it was nice chatting with you guys. You guys, I just spent a considerable amount of time in Salvation Army looking through clothes and all the things. And now I am very thirsty, very thirsty. I did get 2 things, so I can show you those later. I really need to go home. It's 3:57. I'm starting to get hungry. I don't actually know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight, so I need to figure that out. Go home, start some laundry. Wait, first I have to go get some Topo Chicos. So I'll do that, and then I'm gonna go home, start some laundry, and figure out dinner. And also I need to do the dishes. Story of my life, right? Okay, goodbye. My mood has turned. Do you ever get in one of those moods where it's like everything is inconvenient, and I don't know, I forgot to go to Kroger, and right as I was about to pull into my apartment complex, I realized it, so I turned around, which really isn't that inconvenient. But yeah, I just feel like very bleh now, and that's kind of lame. But I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm sitting at a red light. I don't know if I mentioned that. Anyway, I have noticed that when I have the chicken tortilla soup, I'm usually pretty hungry pretty fast, which is specifically why I like supplemented it with the Brussels sprouts today. But it could be that since I started strength training, my body is just more hungry, so I just need to learn to adjust to that. I'm also supposed to start my period soon, so that could be it too. But yeah, I just feel very like, Alright, I'm back home. My hair is up because I'm just very hot. I got my Topo Chico. By the way, if you're wondering how much a 12 pack of Topo Chicos weigh, how much a 12 pack of Topo Chico weighs, it's 18.6 pounds. And I was wondering that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. My guess was 18 pounds. When I put it on my scale, it was 18.6. And I was wondering because I carried it from my parking garage, and I was like, she's pretty heavy. But I was like, it's definitely heavier than my kettlebell, but not a lot heavier. So that's why I guessed 18. Anyway. I got the Topo Chico at the thrift, or oh my gosh, y'all, I was gonna say the thrift store. I did not get my Topo Chico at the thrift store. That's not a good idea. I don't recommend doing that. Got my Topo Chico at Kroger. I also got some Celsius cans. I don't know if you guys know about that. My friend Mallory, who is in my Florida vlog, really likes those, and I'm just feeling very low energy, so I'm gonna have one of those. It's like a healthy energy drink. I don't know, it has a bunch of vitamins in it or whatever. I don't know. And then I got a Reese's because I just feel like a Reese's would just hit the soul, you know? So I got one of those as well. Whenever I was doing nutrition coaching with my nutrition coach, that's one of the things she mentioned about Reese's, how they're, I mean, if you're gonna get candy, at least Reese's have protein because of the peanut butter. They're still like high in carbs, but at least they have protein. So that's the kind of like mindset shifts that I try to incorporate into my holistic approach to weight loss. I'm really struggling just like talking at all. I don't really know what's wrong with me, so I'm just gonna take a break and I'm gonna show you what I got at the thrift store, and I'm also gonna show you these leggings that I got on Amazon if they fit. You guys remember how I was saying that I just felt like everything was going wrong and everything was like inconvenient and all that? I literally just poured that Celsius and found a gnat in the top, which like, it's fine, I scooped it out, it's okay, I'm still gonna drink it. And then my glass is cracked. Like, what even? I just like Need to take a breather, go pray a little bit, like, whew. I don't know how my day turned like this. All right, I had that Celsius, and it is technically an energy drink, and I'm already feeling a lot better. I just tried on these leggings I got from Amazon. I'm gonna show you. I have the hardest time, just like spit a little bit. Let me recover. I have the hardest time finding leggings that are not see-through, and I just did the squat test and these look good. So I'm very excited and I really like how they fit. So let me go to my mirror and I'll show you. Please excuse the mess. I know it's really bad. I'm gonna clean that today. So they come up mid-rise. They were pretty tight pulling them up, but now they're like, they feel, I mean, they're not like super tight now. They don't feel too tight. I like the length. I like the length of them. I'm only 5'4", so they usually bunch up on the bottom for me. But yeah, I like them a lot. Kind of hard to tell in this lighting. See? So yeah, these will be great. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do now, I have my steak thawing out. It's probably gonna be ready in about 10-15 minutes to cook, so I need to go ahead and get some vegetables in the oven. Then I think I'll start my laundry and then have that going while I cook. So we're all about efficiency here, ladies and gentlemen. I wanna show you guys the amount of vegetables I have to finish before next Thursday. So I have the rest of this broccoli. Let me show you. So I'm gonna eat this tonight. I will eat half of this tonight. And then I have to eat this entire bag of broccoli and this entire bag of Brussels sprouts. The strawberries as well. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that happen. If not, I'll probably freeze them. Oh, and this spring mix. Okay, so I think I've showed you this before, but this allows me to measure the exact amount of oil I'm gonna use. So you just squeeze it, and I always use 1 tablespoon of oil for like an entire pan of vegetables. I literally just missed the pan a little bit. I'm on the struggle bus today. So I always just like drizzle a little bit, like half, and then I cut up all my vegetables, season it, and then drizzle the rest on top. So I have this broccoli here. I'm just gonna cut off some of the stems and cut them into smaller pieces. I do buy the broccoli florets because just being new to eating vegetables, I just do better with the florets. I'm getting to the point where I can eat more of the stems. In the beginning, when I first started eating broccoli, I literally cut off like any semblance of stem. I just like couldn't deal with it. So there's been a lot of improvement in that area. I don't know if you guys follow, there's an Instagram account called Big Little Feelings, and they talk about like toddler behavior. And I don't have any kids and I'm like not married or anything, but for some reason I just really enjoy the account, so I follow it. But one of the things they talk about is picky eating. And I am a very, well, I wouldn't still call myself a picky eater, but I was a very picky eater, like seriously, for the longest time. And they talk about how exposure to new foods, like how it takes however many exposures before toddlers can accept a new food. And I think it's so funny because I feel like it's the same for adults as well who are picky eaters. Because the first time I tried broccoli, I was like, yeah, it's a no for me, right? But the more I had it and the more familiar I became with it, now I really like broccoli. So it's just really interesting. I really do think that it's the same for adults in the sense that the more exposure, oven's ready. The more exposure you have to it, I think the more comfortable you are trying it and actually liking it. So I would just encourage you, if you are like a picky eater and you don't like a lot of vegetables as an adult, like don't let that discourage you. like, because it's really discouraged me in the past. Find a way to cook your vegetables in a way that you like them. For me, it's like crisping them a whole lot, and I'm getting to where I can cook them not quite as crisp, but for the longest time, like, they had to be almost burnt, roasted with olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper, and that was it. And that's still the only way I eat vegetables, is roasted with garlic, salt, and pepper. But I like a lot more vegetables that way now as well. It's not just like one vegetable. So I would encourage you, like, keep trying it. When I'm trying new foods, I tell myself, I don't not like this. It's just new, it's different. Just because it's different and you're not used to it doesn't mean you don't like it. It just means that you're not used to the texture, you're not used to maybe the green aftertaste. But just keep trying, seriously. It's been incredible the way that my taste has changed and how much more like accepting I am to these green new foods and new vegetables. So praise God for that, like, seriously, because it's stressful to try to lose weight whenever you don't like anything healthy or it feels that way. So stay the course, guys. If you're a picky eater, like, I get it. I promise, I get it. I was like the chicken tender mashed potato cake growing up. I understand. Just keep trying. This is the thickest asparagus I've tried before, so that'll be interesting. Typically, like, the thinner the vegetable, the more crispy I can get it, so the more I'm prone to liking it. So this will be an interesting adventure. I used to always have white potatoes with my meals. It was always one of my sides, so I would have like white potatoes and a vegetable. Then I got to the point where I was liking more vegetables, which is, again, like a miracle. Like, I'm not exaggerating, y'all. So now I'm at the place where I can actually have less white potatoes, or fewer white potatoes. I actually do have some over there, but I have so many vegetables I need to finish, so I'm gonna focus on those. White potatoes are not bad for you. I feel like they've been villainized in the recent years because of keto. They're really not bad for you. They're not as good for you as vegetables, and you probably shouldn't eat them in the same portion size as vegetables, but they're not bad for you, and I really enjoy potatoes, so I do have those as well. But I have noticed that the more vegetables I have and like the less white potatoes, I see more like results. I see more weight loss when I'm eating more vegetables. And I know I've mentioned this, like, I feel like a million times now, but if you're new, I do not calorie count. I'm just trying to be mindful of what I'm putting in my body. And so for me, just eating vegetables and getting those nutrients in is enough for me. So if I can make a choice that's better for me, such as having double portions of vegetables instead of having white potatoes, then that's a really good choice, and that's a win for me. If you have one serving of vegetables and white potatoes, and that is a stretch for you because you're just trying out vegetables, that's a win for you. So celebrate the wins, like, seriously. It all comes in time, as your palate just changes and adjusts. So don't get discouraged and just keep trying. That's, if you get anything from this and you're a picky eater like I am, keep trying. I feel winded. Clearly going to be much louder now that the washer and dryer are going, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going to just go ahead and season my steak, and whenever the timer goes off, I'll start actually cooking it. I think I've already mentioned like 3 times in this video that I don't calorie count, but what I am aware of is this is probably 2 to 3 servings of vegetables. Like, it's quite a lot. And I already had 1.5 to 2 servings of vegetables this morning or this afternoon, whatever, with the Brussels sprouts. So that's a good day for me. Yesterday, I don't know if I had any vegetables yesterday. Again, this is what I mean by losing weight holistically. Each day does not look like this. Some days are more nutritious than others, and that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat because I am hungry, and I'll see you later. So exciting. Put the laundry away, cleared off this dresser except for my Target returns, and now I just have to do the dishes. Alright guys, I just finished doing the dishes. It's about 8 o'clock now. I'm going to start winding down. I haven't actually read my Bible today. I'm just going to be transparent and honest. It's been hard for me to be disciplined and continue and build the habit of being in scripture every single day since starting summer. So that's something that I'm working on. I'm actually reading in Genesis right now. I'm in chapter 43, I believe, so I'm almost done with Genesis. It's been really good. I've been summarizing each chapter, which has really helped with my recall, my memory, and that's just really helpful in general, so I really enjoyed doing that. I do read out of the ESV. This is my ESV study Bible. I'll show you in a second. And I'll show you my journal as well that I'm summarizing in. So this is my ESV study Bible, very thick. My parents got this for me as a graduation gift. I'm actually in chapter 47. The last time I read, I was reading about Joseph's family, and I was literally just so captivated that I didn't summarize afterwards because I wanted to just keep reading. So I do need to actually summarize chapter 44 through 46. So I'll probably do that, and then I'll go ahead and I might actually finish Genesis tonight. So we'll see. Something I also want to share, since I did just mention that I've been struggling with the habit of reading the scripture and being in the scripture every day, is something that God has been teaching me this summer, just recently, is that His nearness to me is not dependent on my obedience to Him. His nearness to me is dependent on what Jesus already did on the cross. And so that relationship is already restored with Him. So even if I don't feel like I'm close to God, like God is close to me because of our relationship being restored. And that's something I can rejoice in because I'm so imperfect, and I'm never going to be perfect. I can rest in the sufficiency of Christ, and I can know that my works are never going to be enough to earn God's favor. They're never going to be enough to earn His love or His proximity to me. That's not changing. So I just wanted to throw that out there because it's been a really big revelation for me. I didn't realize how much I was depending on my works in my relationship with God, but my works are nothing. I can try to do good things. I can try to be in the Word, and those are great things. but they don't contribute to my salvation. My salvation was Jesus alone, by his grace. So I'm going to go ahead and get in the word, and I hope that was encouraging to you. Let me know in the comments if it was. Let me know how you're doing in your walk with the Lord. But I'm going to get to it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching the day in the life. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to follow my Instagram at the new self IG for the day-to-day. I post on there every day, sometimes multiple times a day. So I would love to interact with you there. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out, especially as a new channel. I'm trying to, get the ball rolling. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. I would love for you to follow along this journey with me, and I would love to know more about you. So thanks for following along as I learn how to put on the new self and put off the old self. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.